is Anna, the Pretty Shepherd, and today we are going to tackle a Witcher hairstyle, none other than Ciri training in Kaer Morhen Braid. That's a name, I guess. I've actually already tackled a handful of hairstyles from the first season of The Witcher, and you can check them out right over here in this playlist. As you can see, I am currently at my parents' house. This is my childhood room with some adjustments. I am filming this around Christmas time, so I don't want to make it any longer than it should be, so I have time to edit this and then still have some time to spend with my family as well. So here we go, let's jump right into the hairstyle. Okay, so we're gonna start off by brushing the hair and parting it down the middle, and then we're going to section off 2 little bits from the front of the hair. 1 bit and 2 bits. That seems about right. I've clipped away the back hair into a bun just so it doesn't get in the way. Now we're going to section off a little bit from closest to the face, kind of like this much. There we go. I'm going to be victorious! No. Yes! So I'm just going to coil it all up and just clip it. And now I have a beard. So now we have these sections to account for, and we're going to create a Dutch fishtail braid. I think that's the proper term. It's actually easier than it sounds. We're gonna take a tiny strand from this side, and then a tiny strand from here, cross them, and then another strand from here. All I'm doing is taking a strand from over here and crossing it all the way to here. And then another strand from this side and crossing it all the way on the other side. Now that we've ran out of hair to add, we are just going to continue it as a normal fishtail braid. If you guys have already had your share of arm workout, then you can actually flip the braid over, which is a little bit more comfortable, but only after you've done about, I don't know, is that like this much? Whatever inches or centimeters you want to count it in. If your hair is a kilometer long, like mine, I suggest coffee or tea break, or maybe some snacks or soda to refresh yourself around halfway through, because this fishtail braid takes a ton of time. That's about as much fishtail braiding as I can take. It's time to tackle the bun. But before I do that, I am going to cheat a little bit because Ciri's hair seems to have a lot of fullness over here on the sides. And as you can see, my braid is kind of close to my scalp. So I'm going to lift the fishtail braid and add some bobby pins right at the top of it. So now I can adjust it. I am going to finally tackle this weird beard that I have. Ciri has these hanging strands of hair in front of her face, which actually is a whole issue of the hairstyles in this season. Geralt.
I was beaten and starved.
Please. Please, just like do this, please. Which again, I do not recommend if you're doing fighting, combat, training, anything of the sort. Speaking from experience, living from a farm and doing physical work, I can tell you, hair in your face, it's annoying and it can even be dangerous at times. So yeah, we're not doing that. Ciri does have another feature in her hairstyle. She has these, a couple of the strands are kind of more loosely braided into her hair. I can't get it to lay that perfectly as I'm braiding. However, I can try to add some of the strands kind of underneath it, like so. Yeah, that's what we're going for. As you can see, pretty neat. And now it's time to tackle the braid in the back. I'm going to part the remaining loose hair into 3 sections, with the middle one a little bit thinner than the rest. I'm also adding the fishtail braid into the mid strand. Since I want the braid to hang over this shoulder, I'm going to give my hair on the opposite side a little bit of a brush. Try to start the braid a little bit higher, so not really at the nape of my neck. I'm gonna stop braiding as soon as I get to the end of the fishtail braid, and I'm gonna tie it off with a tiny elastic. And I'm also going to add a piece of leather around it, because that's how Ciri's hair is tied off as well. Very Kaer Morhen. I'll check in the mirror one last time just to make sure if I need to make some tiny adjustments and get back to you. It's actually really good. So the only adjustments that I might want to make is to floof up the braid, just to create the illusion of a very, very, very thick braid. I realize I could have done this with the fishtail braid as well. I'm not sure how much I can do it now, but I'll try just a tiny bit. And now our look is finished, the hairstyle is complete, and it's just up to maybe some accessorizing. I've actually already decided to add these earrings that kind of reminded me of the pendulum at Kaer Morhen, and I have the leather sweater pullover, whatever this thing may be called. I have it on me. And I also want to add this necklace, for no other reason than toss a coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh, oh, oh. So here you have it, your Ciri's training in Kaer Morhen hairstyle. I like it a lot more this way, that it doesn't have the hanging hairs in my face. I actually think it's an upgrade. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you decide to try out this hairstyle, or actually any other hairstyle on my channel, and you post it over on Instagram, then please make sure you tag me, because I love, love, love seeing your creations. Also, if there are any more other Witcher hairstyles that you would want me to try and recreate with kilometer-long hair, please leave it in a comment below. Anyway, if you enjoy this sort of videos, if you like fantasy and hairstyle and that sort of thing, then please subscribe to my channel, because that's what my videos are about. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, have fun, have a happy new year actually, and bye bye!